Hi everyone, this is Arad from English for Everyone, and today in this video we're going to talk about reciprocal pronouns. Reciprocal pronouns, it's a big name, but promise it's very easy. It's nothing complicated or difficult. I think you are using them already, but you might not know the name. Reciprocal pronouns. These are the reciprocal pronouns. Just two of them, okay? This S over here is because I've got two over here. So each other is a reciprocal pronoun. One another is another one. We use reciprocal pronouns when an action is done by two or more people. We use them when the people who are doing the action are receiving the action as well. The people that carry out the action also benefit from that action, or they face the consequences. Okay, alright, let me give you an example. My example is over here. Mark helps Linda. Okay, in this case, Mark is the one who is doing something, and Linda is the one who is receiving something. If I change this with a pronoun, because this is the subject, I use the subjective or subject pronoun, and that is he helps Linda. And if I change this one with a pronoun, then I use objective pronoun, because this is the object is receiver of the action. So I say Mark helps her. Okay, so if both are male, then I say he and him. If both are female, I say she and her. Okay, subjective pronoun on the other side, objective pronoun on this side. But sometimes Mark is helping and also is receiving some help. This is the doer of the action, this one is also the doer of the action, and both are the receiver or object of the sentence as well. It means Mark is helping Linda, Linda is helping Mark. In this case, I can say Mark and Linda help. Okay, Mark and Linda both go to the same side. They are the subjects of my sentence, and because both are the objects, then I can say each other. Mark and Linda help each other. Okay? In this case, the doers of the action are the receivers of the action as well. This is not one way. This is one way. Mark helps Linda. This is one direction, one way. But if I use the reciprocal pronouns, then I am showing that this is two-sided. Okay, Mark and Linda help each other means he helps her, she helps him, both. All right. Now, what is one another? So each other is mainly used when we talk about two people. Okay, and one another is used when we talk about more than two people, a group of people, 3 people or more. Okay, today in this English, today's English, I mean, in the one that we use today, they are not that different that they used to be. Okay, nowadays we might use them interchangeably. Instead of saying each other, we might say one another. Or instead of saying one another, we might say each other. It's accepted somehow. But if we go back to Middle English and some years ago or 100 years ago, then the difference between the two is much more. And we would not say each other when we were talking about a group, or we would not use one another when we were talking about two people. But nowadays, it's alright. So now let's look at the examples over here. Don't blame each other. I just wanted to have different types of sentences. Question, negative, command, and these kind of things. So I have used different sentences. Let's look at them. You can use reciprocal pronouns in questions, in negative sentences. They're not involved with, they're okay. They can appear in any kind of sentence. So, don't blame each other. When I use each other in my sentence, when I have this pronoun in my sentence, it is clear that I am talking about at least 2 people. Okay? It should be 2 people, but if we use it for more than 2, is still okay. So if I say don't blame each other, I am talking, let's say, to a husband and wife maybe, or two friends, and two people are doing the same thing, blaming, okay? And two people are receiving the same action, the action that they do, that is blaming. That's an action that you do and you receive as well, okay? So let's say he blames her and she blames him. So she blames and also gets blamed. So that's the situation. In this case I can use each other. I say don't blame each other to show that this is two-sided. You may now kiss each other. Okay, bride and groom, when they are announced husband and wife, they hear this sentence. You may now kiss each other. Or you might put bride and groom may now kiss each other. So you change this one, can change this one. Each other. So the man kisses the wife and the wife kisses the husband. So that's two ways. Two-sided. The band members congratulated one another. I think this group is more than two people. Okay, this band is a band of 3 or more people. That's why I use one another. So we use one another, the second one, to talk about a group. For example, some students in your class, you say, don't talk to one another. Okay, one another. Or don't blame one another. That is when we are talking to more than two people. But sometimes we use them for two people as well, I know. So here, they are talking to each other and also they are talking to one another. Okay, we might say each other, we might say one another grammatically, and when you go into details, this is talking about two people. This they is two people, and this they, having this one at the end, is more than two people. But again, we might use it interchangeably. Talking about two people, we might use this one. Talking about more than two people, we might use this one. And why don't you believe one another? Why don't you believe one another? This is a question. It's okay. We can use one another, each other in questions, in negative forms and other things. It's okay. It just brings the meaning that this believe or not being believed is from at least two people, and at least two people are receiving this action. So this was all about reciprocal pronouns. I think you already knew these things. You are using them, I believe. And just the name is a bit big, but I hope this video has made it clear. Okay, this is what I had for you. I think this is enough, but if you think you need more examples or more explanations, or you have thought of some other exceptions and you know things that I haven't mentioned over here, just let me know, comment it below the video. I'll check them, and if needed, I'll make another video for that one. And I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.